Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we're actually going to take a look at a basher. It's been a while since we drove a basher on the channel, so I thought it was time to say the least. So today we're taking a look at the Hosim X15. It's supposed to be a upgraded version, brushless, and we've got some oil shocks, metal drive shafts, metal drivetrain. So should be pretty decent. It's cheap. I think it's around 120, 130 US dollars. I can't remember exactly, but it's somewhere around that. So they market this as a 110 scale, but as you can see from the size of the box, and you'll soon see the truck itself, it's more like a 112 scale. So still decent size, but maybe not the advertised 110 scale. So as usual, let's get this thing out of the box and have a look. So yeah, looks pretty cool in my opinion. Nice design, looks fast. It's supposed to do 60 kilometers per hour, around 37, 38 miles per hour, and it gets delivered with a 2S battery, or two 2S batteries actually, 1500 milliamp batteries with a 15C discharge rate. So decent batteries, and you get two of them, which they advertise give you 40 plus minutes of runtime, and I guess that totally depends on your drive style, but should get some decent runtime out of it. And sounds like it's metal all throughout, which is nice. Really nice design. We got the wheelie bar, got some skid plates or protections on the top of the Lexan body, and we got this little rear wing which should work really well to protect the Lexan body. So it should slide on the skid plates on the roof and on this rather soft wing. So the body should hold up pretty nice. Also got the body pins with the little rubber strap on them, which is a really nice touch. I always lose a bunch of body pins, so I really like the either the clipless systems or when they attach them to the body with the rubber straps, which is really nice. Also have LEDs in front, and as I mentioned earlier, oil shocks, really nice. So move over to the transmitter. Decent, standard budget transmitter, foam grip, got some trimming options as well. And I'm guessing, yes, it takes 4 AA batteries. So what else do you get in the box? Get some, as I said, you get two of these batteries. Get the USB charger, bag, I guess, for all the accessories. Not really a protective bag for the batteries, just a somewhere to store all your stuff. Two different Philip screwdrivers. Get some, get a little wrench, servo horns, some extra body pins, and some other little stuff in there. So pretty decent little package included. So I'm thinking we should get this on the bench and remove the body and have a closer look. Quick look at the suspension. Really, actually pretty stiff. But nice oil shocks. Ton of stuff on the bench as usual, but we'll have a look at the truck. Actually like the feel of the Lexan. Feels a little better than usual. On these cheap trucks, the Lexan can be pretty brittle sometimes, but this feels kind of solid. Got the skid plates on the roof. Nice reinforcement inside the body. So, as I said, the 45 amp ESC got a 3 kilogram servo. Really nice, beefy links there. Really like the shocks, and they have threaded collars. But as I said, they're pretty stiff already, and the adjustment is in the top, so must be some pretty thick oil in there. Got the brushless motor here. And that's a 2837 brushless motor that, of course, is powered by that 45 amp EC. Should be plenty. Not sure about the 60 kilometer per hour top speed on a 2S. I read that some people drive this on a 3S, but we'll see when we take this out for some proper testing. And of course, the rear wing you have to fit by yourself, as well as the wheelie bar, but you get the screws included. Fairly easy to do. We got the honeycomb chassis here. Velcro straps, I kind of like that. Gives you more options for what type of battery you want to fit in here. Really beefy CVDs as well. Got the drivetrain, looks really solid from what I can see. Let's see if we can get a nice shot of the front cup. Yes, there we have it. Got some CVDs in the rear as well, so yeah, why not? So it's really nice feel to this suspension actually. So got the bottom here, some reinforcement plates here, really nice arms actually. The plastic feels, yeah, it feels nice, not too stiff, shouldn't break too easy, kind of soft, but the good type of soft, of course. So yeah, tires feels really nice as well, grippy, not too hard, kind of decent compound, I think. Guess we'll see how fast they wear out, but also feels like there's foam inside here actually. They are glued though, so I can't really have a look, but it definitely is something in here, so it should be foam, and really nice rubber compound, not the usual super hard stuff that won't get you any traction on the asphalt. So nice, really nice, and I'm excited about this one. I don't think it's necessary to look anymore on the bench. I think we should head out and see what this thing can do, if it is as good as it looks. Okay, so I've got the GPS fitted underneath the body. Loaded up is one of the stock 2S batteries. Definitely feels lively. Don't think we'll see 60 kilometers per hour, but definitely upwards 40 maybe. Yeah, 35, 40, my guess. So remember, this is just one 2S battery. Whoop, out in the grass, which it handles without any issues. Doing one more pass. Definitely feels stable. Remember that I'm driving with one hand here. Nice brakes. And a wet track. Remember that as well. So let's check the top speed. 38 kilometers per hour. Not bad on a 2S battery. It's definitely a nice budget option. I believe this will be a real beast on a 3S battery. So let's check some tall grass. Yeah, no issues. Tall wet grass, not just tall, but wet as well. So I did do a couple more passes on a more dry road. Did manage to squeeze it up to around 40 or 40 sharp kilometers per hour. Whoop, which isn't half bad. This feels solid. So we'll see if we can manage to hit this ramp in a somewhat decent speed. One-handed, narrow ramp. Ooh. One thing I noticed is that it handles wet grass really well. Squirms a bit, hard to hit the ramp straight on. But it's definitely a solid basher. Got a nice jump there. The oil shocks definitely absorb some of the worst landings. So yeah, gravel is where it's at with this one.